Note. Happy Earth Day, friends. I'm so glad you are here for a 75-minute Ghosh Flow yoga class. I haven't taught this class in like a month, which is kind of crazy for various reasons. So if I forget something, forgive me. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to follow the sequence of 26 and 2 yoga, but we're going to add in optional sun salutations as well as just optional posture variations throughout class. If something is really speaking to you, go with that. If something is not working for you, remember that you can modify, do something else, or skip entirely. Yoga, especially this class, is designed to be challenging, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point where you could cause harm to yourself or others. So we're going to start with 2 rounds of pranayama deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Come towards the middle of your mat space with your feet close together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Can lick your lips and swallow a couple times. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Palms face the floor. Forearms frame the face. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Squeeze your palms together. Wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Hey, Jen. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Keep exhaling, lungs empty, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels, hip muscles contracting, hips a little forward, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. So we're trying to stretch the fibrous tissue in our lungs. Think about expanding your lungs like 2 big balloons. Exhale, head up. Take your time, slowly exhaling. Go slow. Look back. Stretch your arms forward. Exhale more than you think you can. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more breaths in the first set. Chin down, shoulders down, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. Use your eyes to trace an arc along the ceiling. Look way, way, way back. Arms way forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. In the first set, make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling. Push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good. Change. Arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers. Maybe switch the grip. Other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your butt. Grow taller out of the base of your spine. And begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly look back. Stretch your arms forward. Exhale more. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Take your time. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale, chin down, elbows up, full lungs. Exhale, head up. We're learning to breathe slowly. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Slowly head back. Arms a little more forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Just the neck and arms move at the beginning of class. Keep the shoulders down, chest proud, spine straight from the side. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down, abdominal wall engaged the whole time. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, even as you exhale, stomach in. Squeeze your palms together, wrists straight, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more breaths in the second set. Look straight ahead. Can you bring your elbows back as well as up? Exhale, head up. Can you go taller even as you exhale? Shoulders down, chest up, elbows up. Exhale, more elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life when your lungs are totally full. Surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Good. Change. Arms down. We will continue with 3 rounds of half moon with hands to feet pose. So we flow into a sun salute. I will walk you through the whole thing. First set, Artichomasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, press your biceps into your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back. Push your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Keep the weight in your heels, thighs contracted, glutes contracted, abdomen in. Lift your chin, lift your chest, drop your shoulders. It's a very proud posture and you have so much to be proud of for practicing yoga. Good for you. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder a little forward, 2 shoulders in line. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day, I'll show you from the side. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Look for the floor behind you. And you're gonna do little sips of air in and out through your nose off that initial big breath. Keep your eyes open, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze your arms into your ears, fold forward, hands to floor, drop your head. Go for a walk. Ooh, I am tight. Move your hips, shake your head. So you turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet, especially on colder, weird, windy spring days. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. Touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, maybe even face to the shins below the knees. No room for lighter air or wind between your upper and lower body. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your big toes. Lift your hips up. Stretch your spine down. We're going to go into a little bit of Vinyasa. On your next inhale, release your hands from your feet. Put your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and slowly lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or Up Dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for Down Dog. Can bend one knee, straighten the other, press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If Down Dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. Keep the weight in your heels, arms with the ears, jaw relaxed, mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward. If your eyes are wandering, your mind is wandering, let this be some time just for you. On the inhale breath, lengthen your arms. On the exhale breath, slowly press your hips to the left, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back. Imagine you're leaning against a wall behind you, stretch up and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Keep your head in line with the rest of your spine. So notice if you're dropping your head down, but also notice if you're jamming it all the way back, right? From the side, neck is over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Right hip a little forward, two hips in line, left shoulder a little forward, open your chest. Like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back. Notice if your hands are coming apart, like wrists are bending, squeeze the palms together, push the hands back, push your hips forward, keep the weight in your heels, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch out. Exhale, bend your knees, go down with a straight spine, flat back, hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head, and second set, here we go. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves or your heels from underneath. Try to wrap your elbows back behind you, elbows to calves, stomach to thighs, chest to knees. Head hangs heavy, let gravity do the work. One day face touches the shins. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. Change. On your next inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, hips over heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to the floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down motion doesn't work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, hug your elbows in. Imagine you're pulling yourself down. Inhale, come up into a back bend. If you're doing up dog, make sure thighs are off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up. Down dog, bend one knee, straighten the other, press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling. Remember, you can always take a child's pose. And we will do several sun salutes during class. So just because you do like a down dog once, you can always do a child's pose next, right? You can do a cobra in one and an up dog in the other. There's lots of variations within a sun salute to work for you. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. Last one goes fast. Feet together, arms overhead, palms together. This time, only cross your thumbs. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drop to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, and drop to the left as you breathe in and out through your nose. Change. Inhale to come up, eyes open, and you're going to drop back. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, fold forward. Right away, grab the backs of your legs or your heels. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Change. Inhale, come up, halfway lift. Slowly exhale, hands to floor, step back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog. Exhale, down dog. I'm going to mostly call out up dog and down dog, but remember that you are welcome to do child's pose. You're welcome to do cobra. You're welcome to do tabletop, whatever feels good for you. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with ears, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. Awkward Utkatasana. First set normal. Step your right foot to the right. About 6 inches hip width distance inside your feet. Parallel like 11s. Arms up. Parallel to the floor. Tricep muscles tight. Abdomen in. Bend your knees. Sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat. Spine straight. All of the weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only. Stomach in. And start to lift up. Lift your chin up. Chest up. Lean back. Fall back. Lay back. Change. Inhale to come up. Keep your arms there. Press your hips forward. Spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down, and lean back. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up, last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or stop when there's still a little bit of a gap between your hips and heels. Lift your chest, soften your shoulders, and change. Slowly come up. Good, right foot back, arms down, optional sun salute. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor. You can step or float back. If you're floating back, land with your elbows bent. Already in your chaturanga, good. Inhale, your up dog. Exhale, down dog. If your heels are not touching the floor in down dog, you can always try taking a wider step. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees. Otherwise, think about pressing your legs back. On your next inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, 6 inches minimum. Bring your hands together, heart center. Second set, awkward pose, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So in the second set, you can have your hands at heart center, and from here, you're gonna bring left elbow to outer right knee and twist. Look up towards the ceiling. Option to stay here with your thumbs in the middle of your sternum, or bring your arms up and down 6 and 12 o'clock. Move your hips a little to the left and then left shoulder forward. Good, bring your hands back to heart center, unwind, other side. Take right elbow to outer left knee and twist. Try to bring your thumbs in the center of your sternum rather than your left pectoral. Option to keep your hands at heart center or bring your arms up and down, look up and move your hips a little to the right. Good, bring your hands back together at heart center, unwind and change. Inhale to come up, standing up tall. Second part, lift your heels. I'm gonna show you from the side. Lift your heels all the way up, stretch up, bend your knees and sit down. Now, normally in the second part of awkward, we would lean back, but in this one, if you want, you can lean forward and bring your arms back, palms facing each other, thumbs towards the floor, pinkies towards the ceiling. Lift your heels, sit down, change, balance challenge. You're gonna bring your arms to parallel, lift your heels up, try to keep the heels lifted, squeeze knees together, and now slowly sit down, take your time, listen to your body. Good, squeeze knees together and forward. If you're all the way down and you have healthy knees and you want to test your strength, come up 1 inch and hold. Come up 1 inch and hold. And change. Inhale to come up. Good, heels down, right foot back. Optional sun salute, showing you from the side. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back. If you're floating back, try to land with elbows bent. Safer for the shoulders, good. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, your spine stretch. And remember, if you've been doing down dog and you want to try a child's pose or vice versa, go for it. Take an inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, right elbow under left elbow, eagle pose, Sharasana. You can have hands together, thumbs towards your face. You can also grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Stay down there and bring your right leg over your left leg, right over left, cross twist and breathe. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit back and down, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm, zoom, under your right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can also interlock fingers, grab a thumb or grab your shoulders. Pull your elbows down, sit back and down, stay down there and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist and breathe. Bring your knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, mouth closed, chin lifted, shoulder soft, keep breathing. Sit a little bit lower, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, optional sun salute. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. I'm going to take a child's pose. Take a moment here as you breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up. Second set, we're gonna do arms and legs at once. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right leg, over left leg. So it's the under over, right elbow under left elbow, right knee over left knee. Push your left hip a little forward. So many lefts and rights, I know. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward. Bring the weight back into your heel. Sit down and lean back. Good, change feet together, arms over your head. Other side, left arm under right arm, left leg over right leg, under, over, send red rover, over. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, sit down lower, lean your upper body back. Good, change feet together, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Make your exhale a little longer than your inhale. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. So glad we're doing this. And when we do sun salutes, we only do sun salutes in the standing series, right? So there's actually not that many left. But when we do them, if it's not working for you, another option is called a half sun salute, and I'll just show it to you here. So for a half salute, you're going to inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And then you just exhale, fold. And then you inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. So all the like plank, back bend, shoulder stuff, especially if you have like a wrist or a shoulder injury, the half salutes are a really good way to still get motion in the body, right? Without having to put any weight on your arms. So just keep that in mind. You can always do one or two half salutes while we do the full sun salutes. I just called them fun salutes, haha, sun salutes. And of course you can just skip them entirely. Okay, standing head to knee, this is the balancing series. We're gonna flow standing head to knee into standing bow. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, slowly lift your right leg up. Press your heel forward, flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day. Elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Take your time as you reverse out. Keep your right leg lifted. Point your right toes. Bring your knees together. Standing bow pulling pose. Bring your right arm up, out to the right. Reach back. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lift your left kneecap. Point your right toes. Take a breath. Stretch up. And slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. And if you ever fall out, just hop back in. Fall out 5 times, hop back in 6. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Let's do the other side. I'm going to show you from the side. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back. Suck your stomach in. Round down. And pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Option to stay here. Or when you're ready, lift your left leg up. So in standing head to knee, we're rounding our spine, compressing our abdomen, and flexing the left toes to stretch the calf and Achilles. Press your heel forward. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscle. Heel forward, toes back. Take an inhale through your nose. Even slower exhale through your nose. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. Keep the left leg lifted. Standing bow pulling pose. Point your left toes. Bring your knees together. Left arm up and back. Reach back. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Right arm up. Left hip forward. Knees together. Lift your right kneecap. Point your left toes. Take a breath. Stretch up. And slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot coming over the top of your head. Slide your arms apart. Feel your chest open. So in standing bow, we're pointing the kicking foot. We're stretching the front of the body, compressing the spine. It's also a shoulder opener. So right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change slowly. Kick yourself up and take a breath. Standing proud. Second side. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Flex your toes back, round down, and pick up your foot. Get that good webbing to webbing grip. When you're ready, inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Maybe not. Wherever you are, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Take your time. Keep that right leg lifted, knees together, right arm up and back. Pick up your foot, left arm up, right hip forward. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So the hips stay fairly even, but the shoulders and chest slide apart. So right hip down a little bit, left shoulder forward, breathe through your nose. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, bring your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. I'm already falling over. Concentrate, meditate. Inhale, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you come out. Keep the left foot up. Point your left toes, knees together. Reach back, pick up your left foot, right arm up. Lock your right leg. Point your left toes. Lift your chin. Take a breath. Stretch up. And slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So this posture, heart rate might be increasing. Maybe the calf muscles cramping a little bit. It's okay to be a little uncomfortable, but never a point of pain. Notice what happens though when you're a little bit uncomfortable. Where does your mind go? Where does your body go? Keep kicking, keep breathing, body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Last in the balancing sequence, come to the back of your mat and towel, Tula Dandasana balancing stick. First set normal, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, point your toes, and when you're ready, come down, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back. Imagine there's a board strapped to your back. Step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt, abdomen in, arms with ears, bring the chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. You're welcome to do second set as we did first set. You can also try another fun posture with me called split arm. I'll show you from the side. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. This time, just thumbs cross. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Shift your weight to your right foot like you're on a balance beam. Stretch up, point your left toes and tilt. Once you're parallel to the floor, keep coming down. Split your arms up and back. Bring the stomach down. Whoop. Keep your chin and chest lifted. So you do want to get a back bend. Bring your left big toe all the way up to the ceiling. One day in the standing splits. Change. Left foot down. Right foot back. Let's do the other side. Step your left foot forward. Stretch up. Point your right toes. Come down. Once you're parallel, you're going to split your arms up and back. Bring the stomach down. Keep looking forward. Chin and chest forward. Right big toe to the ceiling. Lock both legs. Change. Right foot down. Left foot back. Optional sun salute. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Good. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale into up, down dog or child's pose. Again, I'm taking a child's pose. Take a breath here. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, big step, arms down parallel to the floor, standing, separate leg stretching, turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward, look forward all the way down, grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet or put your hands on the floor in front of you. And if you'd like, you can face the long side of your mat so that both feet stay on your mat. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, keep pulling, keep stretching, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Very nice change. Slowly come up. We're going to flow to triangle Trikanasana. Turn your right foot out. Most folks want to take a little bit of a bigger step here for our version of triangle. Bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. You want a diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head, so the left side of your body stretches and the right side of your body tones. Look up towards the ceiling. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Breathe through your nose. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbows. Stomach in. Now turn. Twist upper body back. Lock your left leg. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms. Straighten your right leg. Right toes in. Left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge. Sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms. If you can get your thigh parallel to the floor, then maybe elbow in front of the knee, but you're never touching the floor, right? Hover your fingertips just above your big and second toe. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, sink your right hip down, push your left knee back, now turn, twist, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels to one side of the room, standing separate leg, head to knee, Janu Sharasana. Turn your back toes in, press your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down, chin to chest, stomach in, bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choke, thighs open, breathing normal, stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe, bring maximum weight to your front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl. Beautiful, head up last. Pivot on your heels, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, press your right thigh forward, left rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So this is a rounded spine posture. If this posture does not feel good for your back, ease up. You can flatten out your spine. Eventually, you're going to round your back, so forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing the body. However, getting your knee and head closer together might be as simple as taking a wider step or bending your front leg just a little bit more. One day knee touches head. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Second set, we'll do some fun variations. You're welcome to do the sequence that we just did of stretching, triangle, and head to knee, or I'll show us some fun stuff, starting with squat or Garland pose, Malasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and step your right foot to the right. This time, like anywhere between 2 and 4 feet. Your step really depends on your physiology. For squatting pose, you're going to bring your heels in and your toes out, and you're going to bend your knees, fold forward, touch your hands to the floor, and then see if you can sit down. So for me, having a shorter step between my heels helps me sit down, but for some people, taking a wider step helps them sit down. So if your heels are not touching the floor, try experimenting with a bigger or smaller step. And if your heels still aren't on the floor, that is like super normal, right? You might be forward at first, heels off the floor. Eventually, slowly over time, you're going to sink your heels down, hips down, put your hands together at heart center, press the elbows out, lift the chest up, shoulders down, lengthen your spine. Good. Change. You're going to put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up, turn your heels back out, bring your arms out to parallel, slowly lift yourself up. Triangle. Take a wider step. Turn your right foot out. I'm going to give you 3 options. Option 1, our 26-2 version of triangle. Bend your right leg, lean back, and move your arms. Option 2, straighten this right leg. You can have your right hand on your shin, your ankle, your foot. You can also try putting your hand in front or behind of your right foot, and then left arm up to the ceiling, look up, maybe chin to shoulder. This is a really nice way to lengthen the neck, and it's also a nice inner thigh stretch, I think. Option to stay here, or option 3 is called Bird of Paradise. Bend your right leg again. Take your right hand in between your legs, like you're trying to pat your own butt. Drape your left arm behind you. See if you can catch your hands together. And then you're gonna walk your feet back together, which is really awkward the first couple times you do it. The more you do it, the easier it is to walk your feet together. Shift your weight to your left leg and lift up. Whew. And from here, if you can lift up, point your right toes and kick your right leg up. Take a breath, hips forward, chest proud, try to lock both legs. Okay, to reverse out, you're gonna bend that right leg, put your right foot down on the floor, take a bigger step, undo the bind, arms at 6 and 12 o'clock, change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Other side, I'm gonna show you how to get into it for the second part of triangle, so you're welcome to bend your knee, or move your left hand to the left, put your hand on your knee, slide down, right arm up, left arm down. Again, you can have your hand on your shin, ankle, foot, or in front or behind your foot. Look up towards the ceiling, take a breath. Try to stretch the crown of your head to the left side of the room, so really long neck. Option to stay here, or Bird of Paradise. Bend your left leg, take your left hand in between your legs, try to pat your own butt, drape your right hand behind you, interlace your fingers. Some people pay a lot of money for that. Shift your weight to your right leg, bring your feet together, and lift your left leg up. If you can get up nice and tall, point your left toes, kick your left leg up, press your hips forward, lean back, take a breath. Okay, and as you're ready, bend the left leg again, put your left foot down on the floor, bring your legs back out, undo the bind, arms at 6 and 12 o'clock, change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in. 2 options, you can bring your arms overhead, palms together, or you can bring your arms behind you, palms together. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room for standing, separate leg, head to knee. And just as an aside, I'm going to show you real quick. Eventually, you're going to have your hands together at prayer. Eventually, the hands lift up. If this is not happening today, you can try tinting your fingers a little bit. You can always just hold on to your hands behind you, but eventually, hands in prayer. Okay, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knee. If you have your hands behind you, you can try interlace fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, move your index fingers up to the ceiling and even forward towards your right toe for a nice shoulder rinse. Take a breath. If your hands are up and forward, bring your hands down to your lower back. Everybody, hands together, lock both legs, hands together, change, press your right foot into the floor as you come up, chin to chest. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels. I'm going to show you from the front. Turn your back toes in. Press your right hip forward. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest. Stomach in. Forehead to knee. If you'd like, interlace your fingers. Release index fingers. Cross thumbs. Bring arms up and forward. Take a breath. You have your hands in the shoulder rinse. Bring your hands down to your lower back. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, everyone. Change, press left foot into the floor as you pull yourself up, head up last. Very nice. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Optional sun salute, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale into down dog or child's pose. Take a breath. This is the second to last sun salute of class. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Even slower exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with ears lift up. Exhale, arms down. This is the hip opening series. We're going to flow tree to toe, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. At first, the foot is on top of your shin, your knee, your thigh. One day heel to costume. Slowly let your right knee drop. My balance is super off today. You can bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance left hand, you are also welcome to take your right arm out to the right, reach behind you and see if you can catch your right big toe with your right hand. Option to stay here or with hands together or start to fold forward, bringing hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. This is toe stand. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand and right hand. And if you have both hands together, maybe try kicking your right foot forward, and then eventually you're gonna put it back. You're gonna reverse out. Good. And when you're ready, change. Put your hands on the floor, press yourself up, and then press your hips forward. Beautiful. Good stuff. Change, right leg down, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. And if you'd like, you can have hands together at heart center or take your left arm out to the left, palm faces the wall behind you, reach behind you, see if you can catch your left big toe with your left hand. Option to stay here or fold forward. Touch your hands to the floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down, toe stand. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand, right hand. And if you can balance, maybe try kicking your left foot forward. Good. When you're ready, you can always come up on 2 feet or reverse out, hands to floor, push your hips up, and then press your hips forward. Good. Change. Left leg down, last sun salute. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or flip back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale through your nose. This is your victory lap. And a slow exhale through your nose. Good for you. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. You can give yourself a high five or fist bump. Turn around, lie on your back for Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Okay, cool. And Jamie, I just read your message, and yes, please listen. Yeah, you know what to do. Cool, okay. Listen to your body. Turn with your head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed. Breathing normal. Take an inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. So this class that I'm teaching, I called Ghosh Flow. The flow is because we're doing some Vinyasa, right? Flowing motions. And the Ghosh is because Bishnu Ghosh is kind of the grandfather of 26 and 2 yoga. So a guy named Bikram, right, popularized 26 and 2 yoga in the West. Bikram's teacher was a guy named Bishnu Ghosh, and Bishnu Ghosh's older brother is a guy named Paramahansa Yogananda, who's famous for writing Autobiography of Yoga. So this lineage of yoga, this living lineage that we're a part of, comes out of Calcutta, India. You know, what we most associate with it in the West and like especially in the United States is like hot yoga, right? Bikram yoga, 26 and 2 yoga, but it's really out of this bigger lineage. Ghosh yoga, Bishnu Ghosh's lineage is like 84 postures. Bikram chose like 26 postures out of the 84 to do. So we're doing some postures that are nods to the 84 sequence that Bishnu Ghosh popularized. And there's still this place in Calcutta called Ghosh's College of India that you can go to and study yoga. So it's pretty cool, right? This this nice lineage of yoga that I think we're all a part of. I think sometimes when we think of yoga, because it's old, right? It's like an old art form, I'll call it. We think that it's like ancient and like everything is static and like put in stone. But the truth is, in pretty much every lineage of yoga, it's still changing and evolving over time. Like our version of bow pose and most people's version, including in India, most people's version of bow pose has only been around for like 100 years, right? Some postures are like really old, but some of the ones we do are like 100 years old, 50 years old, rather than like 2,000 years old. So keep that in mind that you're like part of this thing that is still changing. It's good to like have good habits. I love doing the same sequence over and over again. That really speaks to me. And I'm aware that like it's still changing, right? And we're still changing with it, which I think is pretty cool. Pavani Muktasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage. If your right leg does not naturally touch the floor, try flexing your right toes back to your face to anchor the shoulder, sit bone, and calf down. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class, good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone, joint, skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. You're welcome to do second set just as you did first set. You can also try a different hip opener with me that's called figure 4. And this is a really nice way to move the body in a way that will help us get into what's called pigeon pose later, not later on in this class, but in your personal practice. Okay, supine figure 4. Bend your legs so that your feet are on the floor. Keep your left foot on the floor, lift your right foot off the floor, turn your right knee to the right. So your right ankle shin is on top of your left knee thigh. Option to keep your left foot on the floor or lift the left foot up so that your thighs come in towards your abdomen. You're welcome to interlace your fingers behind your left thigh or hold on to your knees and pull down. This is a great stretch for the right seat, the right thigh, the hip, the knee. It's really great if you have sciatic nerve pain. This is your posture. Change. Turn your left foot to floor, right foot to floor. Keep your right foot on the floor. Now lift your left foot on the floor across your left ankle shin on top of your right thigh. So if you look down, your legs make a 4 shape. Option to stay here or lift your right foot off the floor. Hug your thighs in and take a breath. Try to keep both shoulders and hips on the floor so both sides of your back are lengthening. Release, bring your right foot down to the floor, left foot down to the floor. Happy baby, lift both legs up, flex your toes back, bend your knees. Try to grab the outsides of your feet with your hands. So you're catching your feet with your hands. I like to have my elbows inside my knees, catching the feet outside, and then like a happy baby, you can roll right and left, back and forth. Maybe as you roll to the left, you straighten your left leg and then come back to center. And as you roll to the right, you straighten your right leg and come back to center. This is a great hip opener, inner thigh stretch, and it's a really nice way to kind of roll out and massage your back as well. Come back to center, take a breath. And release, arms and legs down. Savasana. So, just like in 26 and 2 yoga, and the 84 sequence of yoga as well, there's series within it, right? Like in 26 and 2 yoga, we have like the spine strengthening series. We just did the hip opening series. Before that, we did the separate leg series, the balancing series. Same thing in 84, there's just more series. So next, we're gonna do the spine strengthening series, all the postures back to back to back, which is also what you do in 84. And then for the second set, we'll try some fun variations that in Bishnu Ghosh's lineage would be called the full series. And it's just fuller, quote unquote, fuller versions of back bends. Okay, before that though, a sit-up. If sit-ups bother your back, please roll off to the side, skip the sit-up. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. I'm still trying to figure out like a succinct way of saying the things that are in my mind, which is hard sometimes. Words are hard. Lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana. Starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, and we're going to flow the postures back to back to back rather than taking breaks between them. So hands on the floor, feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So this is the first posture in the spine strengthening series, very much on purpose. Keep your feet, hips, and hands down. So really good spine strengthener, really nice opener through the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. Keep the elbows bent. Press your feet, hips, and hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Next, we're going to flow to Locust, Shalabasa, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms so palms face the floor. As you're ready, bring your arms underneath you. You can also keep your arms out to the side. Spread your fingers wide. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle. half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe back, lock your right leg. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Press your shoulders down, stretch your big toe back, lift your thigh up, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, mouth on your mat. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder, don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out to the side. We are going into full locust, Purna Shalabasa. So take a moment here to get situated. Arms out to the side, feet together, toes and heels touch. Body makes a T. Lock your legs, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to fall. Lock your legs a little bit more, stretch your arms apart, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs. Grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below your toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Very nice, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still, do little sips of air, in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, kick up and back, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. So in 26 into yoga, right, we take breaks between each set. In 84 in Bishnu Ghosh yoga, you do all the postures back to back to back. But you know, one of the beautiful things about like 26 into yoga is that it really is meant for beginners, right? There's purposely breaks in between the postures, moments of stillness, moments of breath. Okay, if you're looking to the right, gently lift your head and look to the left, right ear on your mat, and take a breath. Second set, I'm going to show you from the side. So you're welcome to do second set just as you did first set. I'm going to move my mat a bit. Or you can try some other fun variations, starting with Cobra. Second set, so bring your chin forward, hands on the floor, and then you're going to walk your hands back a few more inches so your thumbs are in line with your lower ribs, but your elbows still point up. From here, open your feet about mat width distance, lock your legs, push your hands down, squeeze your butt, look up, and lift. At first, just trying to touch elbows to hips. If you'd like, you can keep going. Straighten your arms. Now notice if the hips are coming off the floor and the shoulders are lifted, you're going to press your hips down and drop your shoulders down. So now the back is really having to work. Keep the shoulders back and down, hips down, squeeze your butt, option to stay here, or drop your head back. And eventually you're going to bend your knees and try to touch your toes to your head. Good, change, slowly lower down. Locust, Shalabasa, chin forward, arm straight position. Rotate your arms to face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. You can do second set like you did first set, or tuck your toes under. Bend your knees, stick your butt out, and try to touch your knees to your fingertips. Keep your left toes tucked under, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So now you might feel more weight in your shoulders, but you notice that I'm talking normally. The weight is not in my throat, it's not in my head, the weight is in the shoulders. Change, bend your right leg down. Keep right knee with right fingertips, lengthen your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up, and if you'd like, you can keep the right toes tucked under and try straightening the right leg. And now you should really feel the back bend and the weight in the shoulders. Change, left leg down. You can do third part with your chin down, mouth on the mat, or you can try keeping the chin forward, neck long, point your toes, and see if you can kick both legs up all the way up one day. Good, and change, slowly lower down. That's so fun. Bring your arms out to the side for full locust, Purna Shalabasa. You can do second set as you did first set with your feet together, or you can try another version of full cobra with your feet width distance. So I'm taking a moment here to breathe. Okay, you can keep your feet about mat width distance, so a little wider than your hips. Feet mat width distance. Keep your feet on the floor. That's the name of the game. Feet down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift up. Okay. If you want to try another version of full cobra, you're going to try lifting all the way up, bringing your arms back, almost like the butterfly stroke in reverse, and see if you can grab your knees. Take a breath. And change. Slowly lower down. Okay, last one, Dhanurasana floor bow. Here we go. Bend your legs. Grab your feet from the outside, or if you want to try full bow, you're going to grab your feet from the inside, just like you would standing bow, right? So you're grabbing your feet from the inside, maybe with your thumbs in between your big and second toe. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up, and kick. And from here, if you'd like to try a shoulder rotation, you're going to bring your left elbow to the left and forward. Right elbow to the right and forward. One day, drop your head back, touch your head and toes together. Good, release. I'm going to release foot and arm. Good, change. Arms down, look to the right, left ear on your mat, take a breath. And then lift your head, look to the left, right ear on your mat, take a breath. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat. So just like we flowed the spine strengthening series and the full series together, we're also going to flow what's called the fixed firm series together. Come towards the top of your mat, but I'm going to show you from the side. Start in tabletop, Supta Vajrasana, open your knees and feet, and from here walk your hands back and sink your hips down. Eventually you will sit down between your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. Take an inhale, and an even slower exhale. Change. Put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, come to the middle of your mat for half tortoise, Artichomasana. Knees, feet together this time. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, arms active, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up. Now lift your hips, stand on your knees, open your knees 6 inches between knees and feet, and put your hands on your lower back for Camel Ustrasana. 6 inches between knees and feet, hands on back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor, squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin, one day head goes back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, crease in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, look for your toes behind you. This is an extension to the front of the body, healing compression to the spine. It's a stimulating posture. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up. Now we're gonna do the opposite. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, rabbit, grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and slowly with control go down. This is extension to the spine and compression to the front of the body. But interestingly, it's the exact same grip on your heels as camel. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your chest up, round your spine. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Do you ever have that thing where like you have a high shirt and it gets like stuck in your mouth in the head to knee posture? I'm guessing you could not hear me for the last couple breaths of there, but. Okay, turn around, Savasana. I feel like that's something that we don't like talk enough about, like an awkward shared experience of like a chin to chest posture with a high collared shirt, and then like the shirt is like in your mouth and in your eyes, and you're like, oh my God, I can't see anything. It makes me laugh every single time. Especially like if I get a new top and that happens, then I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Okay, you're welcome to take an extra luxurious Savasana, or you can join me for a core strengthening warm up or little drill that we do. So you can bend your legs so your feet are on the floor, interlace your fingers, lift your head and bring your hands behind you at the nape of your neck, elbows wide. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit. So you want to feel your lower back sink onto the floor. From here, keep your knees bent, but lift your feet off the floor. So from the side, legs make a 90-degree angle. Knees are over hips. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. Keep pulling the lower abdomen in so you feel the lower back sink into the floor. From here, start to straighten your right leg to the wall behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Try to bring right elbow towards left knee, although they're not touching, and then pull back to center. Now straighten your left leg to the wall behind you. Bring left elbow towards right knee, looking a little to the right. Feel your abdomen touch. Pull back to center. Bring right elbow towards left knee as you straighten the right leg back. Come back to center. Left elbow towards right knee as you straighten the left leg. Come back to center. And then pick up the pace for bicycle kicks. It's a great way to strengthen the core, especially when we're doing less sit-ups. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Arms and legs down. Take a breath. It is a yoga myth that yogis don't do drills, especially as you get into more like intermediate or quote unquote advanced postures. Most people are doing drills, whether it's like push-ups or, sit-ups or whatever that is. And even within 26 and 2 yoga, right? We do sit-ups. Those are drills. So keep that in mind. Next, we do another straight leg sit-up. You're always welcome to skip them by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the back of your mat for second set. Fixed firm, taking a glass of water. Second set, open your knees, open your feet. Take your time. One day sinking your hips down. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. When you're ready, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow. I'm going to try not to run into my table. Head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin and neck, shoulders on the floor. Arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. If you always get into this posture, like no problem, right? You're looking for a deeper stretch. You're going to keep your knees on the floor. Squeeze your butt and start to lift your hips up. So your seat comes off the floor, but the knees stay grounded. You should feel a stretch through the knees and quadriceps more, and then lower your seat back down. 2 more times, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up, pelvis up, and then lower back down. Last time, squeeze your tush, press your hips and pelvis up towards the ceiling, keep your knees down. Good, and then lower your hips back down. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up carefully, head up last. Come to the middle of your mat. You're welcome to do a second set of half tortoise, or you can do child's pose with either knees together or knees apart for a wide-legged child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, you're going to put your hands on the floor and walk your arms forward. So whereas in half tortoise, the palms are together and the arms are super active, in child's pose, the palms face the floor and the arms are a little bit more passive. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, so a little bit more of a hip stretch, lower back stretch. Re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Change, slowly press yourself up. If you were doing wide-legged child's pose, keep your knees apart, feet together, and lift your hips up. For second set camel, you can do camel with your hands on your back, or you can try full camel. This is part of the full series, just like full bow and full cobra, full locust that we did earlier. Eventually, you're gonna grab your heels. Doesn't have to be today, but I'll show you some drills that can help you get closer to that goal. So you're gonna bring your hands together at heart center, and the idea is you're gonna try and like high five, and then eventually like high five the wall, the ceiling, and then eventually the wall behind you, almost like you're playing patty cakes, but with the wall behind you rather than the wall in front of you. So hands together, drop your head back, lift your right arm up towards the ceiling like you're trying to high five the ceiling, and then keep bringing the arm back like you're trying to high five the wall behind you. Bring the right hand back to center. This time left arm pushes up to the ceiling and then back, push your palm to the wall behind you, and then left hand back, and then this time both arms up and back, and then drop back. So it's patty cake, baker's man, and eventually you're gonna go all the way back. Eventually palms to the floor behind you. And eventually head to toes. Okay, if your hands are on your heels, like you're doing regular Cobra, you're in regular Camel, you're gonna put your hands on your back and press yourself up. If you're in full Camel, you're gonna lock your arms, hands together, squeeze your butt and change, press yourself up. Good, okay. Bring knees, feet together, sink your hips down. Option to do a second set of rabbit on your shins, or you can do shoulder stand with me on your back, and I will demonstrate that to you from the side. So if you would like to try shoulder stand and some other fun postures where you're putting weight on your neck and shoulders, you're gonna lie on your back with your hands facing the floor, bring your arms underneath you. You're gonna lift your feet up towards the ceiling and just think about rocking back and forth a couple times, like trying to get your butt off the floor. Keep pressing your hands and shoulders down. And when you've got a good one, we're gonna go into Plow Pose. Keep lifting up and bring the hips over the shoulders. So eventually your toes touch the floor behind your head. From here, you are welcome to bend your arms and place your hands on your lower back for support. If your feet are on the floor, bend your knees. We're going into ear pressure pose. So open your legs, bend your knees. Eventually your knees squeeze into your ears. And if you'd like, you can grab your heels with your hands and pull down. And now it looks an awful lot like rabbit pose, just on your neck and shoulders rather than your shins. You're doing ear pressure pose. Bring your hands back to your lower back, straighten your legs, and then let's see if we can go into shoulder stand. Press your hips forward and lift your toes up towards the ceiling. Chin to chest. Move the hips forward, point your toes, squeeze your butt. We're gonna go back into plow, lower the feet back down over the top of your head, feet to floor. Put your hands down on the floor, palms to floor, slowly roll out. And if you would like a counter stretch to any of those shoulder stand postures, bring the hands underneath you, bend your elbows, and drop your head back for fish pose. So now we're opening through the throat. This is a great counter stretch. Try to do it anytime I do a shoulder stand. I always do fish pose after. Okay, if you're in fish, you're gonna tuck your chin in again, let your head go back on the floor, arms out to the side, everybody turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel for Janu Sharasana, head to knee pose, first set normal, right leg out, left leg in, inhale, arms overhead, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Remember that the right leg can bend, it helps you touch your knee and head together. Eventually leg lock, elbows down, stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Notice if you're leaning to the left, roll your right sit bone down, right shoulder down, bring right rib cage closer to left thigh, squeeze and breathe. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lie down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left. In head to knee pose, we try to touch our head to our knee. In stretching pose, you're going to try and like hook your rib cage over your knees. So think about a nice flat back. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep your back flat. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out, lock your legs, inhale, stretch up. Slowly exhale, fold. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch, one day toes and head touch. Take a breath. Good, change. Stay seated, flowing to spine twist. Again, first set normal. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee. You can also keep your left leg long in front of you. Right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab left knee with left hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over right, shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or bring it out. Palm faces the wall behind you. Reach behind you, try to catch your left thigh with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, abdomen in, look over your right shoulder, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, showing you from the front. Bend your right leg on floor or keep it long in front of you. Touch your left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up and over, grab a right knee with right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind. Keep your left foot on the floor, right knee on the floor, point your right toes. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around. Shalabasa. Take a breath. So this is our little warm down series. And second set, you can do just as you did first set, or you can try some fun variations. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Sometimes I feel like a used car salesperson, like trying to like sell yoga postures. I'm like, it's a fun variation. Okay, right leg out, left leg in. So in regular, we'll head to knee in 26 and 2. We have our hips stay square, so the legs are an L, a 90-degree angle. Second set, you're welcome to take your legs a little longer. You can have your hand outside or inside of your leg and reach your left arm long overhead. Drop the left shoulder. So now it's more of a left side body stretch, right? From here, you can fold forward a little bit more, one day even catching your foot with your hand. Good, nice left side body stretch. And change, left leg out, right leg in. Can have your left hand inside or outside of your thigh or even forearm on thigh. Reach your right arm long overhead, drop your shoulder. Option to stay here or keep coming down and eventually catch your foot with one or both hands. Left rib cage forward, right shoulder back. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Change, reverse out, keep your left leg long, right leg out, and now we're going to stretch through the inner thighs. Flex your toes back, stick your butt out a little bit, put your hands on the floor, and fold forward. So just like in the first set of stretching Paschimottanasana, we're lengthening through the back. In the first set, we stretched the hamstrings, and this one we're stretching the inner thighs. Sorry if I just misspoke. One day, hands to floor, maybe even forearms to floor, maybe even abdomen to floor, like a pancake. Good, change. Slowly press yourself out. Second set of our spine twists, I'll give you a couple different options. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can sit in half lotus with your left leg in front of you and right foot on top of left thigh. Or you can sit in full lotus, left foot on top of right thigh. Place your right hand close behind you like a second spine. Inhale, lengthen left arm. Exhale, place left hand on right knee. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you or reach behind you. Catch your right big toe with your right hand for a half bind. So just like our version of tree pose in 26 and 2 is often called a standing half lotus, right? And just like we tried to catch the foot with the hand in this class when we were balancing, now we're doing it on our butt. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. Good, and change, unwind. If you're in lotus pose, stay just as you are in pretty much every lineage of yoga. The right foot is on bottom. If you are in half lotus, lengthen your right leg, put your left foot on top of your right thigh. And if you are sitting crisscross applesauce, sit in your non-dominant crisscross applesauce, which is like probably one of the most confusing things that you can do to your body, right? Because we sit crisscross applesauce as kids and it's really weird to switch it up. Okay, take your left hand behind you, reach your right arm up, place right hand on left knee, inhale, stretch out. Exhale, look over left shoulder twist. Notice if you're leaning to one side, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you. Try to catch your left big toe with your left hand for the bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. Good, change, unwind. If you're in lotus pose and you want to try down lotus, take your right arm behind you, grab a right big toe with right hand, take your left arm behind you, grab a left big toe with left hand, and now you are in bound lotus. So all of the, like our binds in on our spine twist at the end of class and our half lotus, our tree pose, right? All of that lead up to this. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So I really believe 26 and 2 yoga plus sun salutations are really like the keys to the kingdom of yoga. And if you take those movements seriously, like pretty much everything else unlocks with a little bit of, time, patience, determination, and compassion for yourself, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. In 26 and 2 yoga, we start and end with a breathing exercise. Interestingly, this final breathing exercise that we call Kabalavati breathing, in every other style of yoga, it's done through the nose. Bikram's pretty much the only one that does it through the mouth. Other styles of yoga would maybe call that more of a Bhastrika version of a pranayama, of a breathing exercise. Again, these are all fun things that you can Google if you're interested in like yoga lineages and different stuff like that. So first set, we're going to do it the way Bikram does it, through the mouth. Second set, if you'd like, we'll do it through the nose. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, second set, you're welcome to exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in, or if you'd like to try it a different way, you're going to exhale through your nose as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. I find when I do it through my nose, I can actually like feel my lungs deflate a little bit more. So make sure you lick your lips, swallow a couple times, lubricate your throat, sit up nice and tall, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Savasana. And close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. Make yourself as big or as small as you want. And just take a moment to soak it all in. I like to think of final Savasana as a bread bowl with soup. So like the yoga class is the soup, but if you've ever had soup out of a bread bowl, what's the best part? The bread bowl, right? Because you've let it all soak in. Same thing here. You worked so hard, you twist, you turned, you discombobulated yourself, and now you just get a moment to be still and breathe. Let your hands, feet, and head be heavy. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. Exhale, let your chest fall. Picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.